All right, everyone. Welcome to the new Minecraft snapshot for 1.16, where now piglins can ride on top of piglins while riding on top of hoglins. They all have to be babies, of course, but it's the feature that we never knew we needed, and isn't it great? There's no command I can find to make it happen, so you kind of just have to get some baby piglins around a baby hoglin, and eventually they do it, and it's great. All right, let's check out some of the other stuff. First off, can I just point out what a great area this is? We've got a blue raspberry forest, nether waste, crimson forest, soul sand valley, a piglin getting chased by a bunch of hoglins. I guess they've decided to stop. This is pretty cool. Anyway, it has nothing to do with the features here, but let's start off with the biggest one, which is I'm sure why you're all here, the respawn anchor. So you'll need 6 crying obsidian, you'll need 3 glowstone for the crafting recipe, but you're gonna want some more extra after the fact so that you can charge the thing up. So the crafting recipe was as it was in the chest, you sandwich some glowstone between some crying obsidian and you get a respawn anchor. In case you're wondering why it's a little quiet, I disabled hostile mobs so that we can hear ourselves think. So you can place it down. Only in the nether will it work. If you do it in the overworld, well, we'll do it in a moment, because why not? And then you'll need up to 4 pieces of glowstone if you're in survival. Because I'm in creative, I can just click. So when you click, it boots up a portal image up here, and it emits light. And then this in here at the front shows how many charges it has. So it has 1 charge, 2 charges, kind of a cool sound, 3 charges, and 4 charges. And it emits more and more lights as you charge it up. I guess it makes sense because it's glowstone. Next up, don't forget, this is kind of important because it doesn't do it by just putting the glowstone in. You have to click on it after the fact, and then it will set your respawn point. Now, I've got keep inventory turned on just because I don't want to deal with resetting it. And now we can do /unalive, and pretty cool. We just respawned in the nether. That's awesome. And it takes up a charge. So every time you do this, another one of these portions right here will go away. So let's run that again. There it goes, down to 2. We do it again. It's down to 1. And then we do it once more, and it's down to 0. The next time that we unalive, we're going to end up at our main spawn point. So back here in the overworld, then I'll have to fly back over to our portal. So you want to keep in mind that it has charges, and probably if you're using it to respawn in the nether, you're going to want to put a chest next to it and have that filled with glowstone so you can just keep it at full recharge every time that this happens so you don't accidentally end up somewhere you don't want to be. Because when this happens, when you refill it, if it runs out of charges, you have to click on it again, otherwise it's going to keep sending you back to your overworld spawn. So anytime that you respawn at a different place, you're going to have to click this again, even if you've already used it before. But that is the respawn anchor, and now you can respawn in the nether, and the spawn point command also now works in the nether for things like adventure maps or changing your world spawn. So that's another option for you. Next up, we're going to check out some things I've got to show in survival mode. And hoglins, please stop. I'm just trying to do a video. Okay, so some minor things. First off, you're now able to bone meal the different kinds of nylium in order to have a similar effect that you would in the overworld. So if you want more mushrooms, if you want more vines, or if you want more of the tall grass nylium stuff, then that's an option for you. Kind of cool, I guess, if you're looking to fend off against hoglins. Leave me alone. I should have put more of the mushrooms around me. Anyway, next up, we've also got the ability now to mine the nether gold ore using any kind of pickaxe, but it won't always drop the nether gold. If you use some... Jesus, man! I'm just trying to make a video! Stop! I can't believe you've done this. Okay, if you use anything under iron, instead of dropping the nether gold ore, it's going to drop gold nuggets instead, so you're not getting the full ingot out of it, but at least it's not a complete loss, and it destroys actually pretty decently fast. So there we go. If all you've got is wooden pickaxe and you're diving right into the nether, like maybe I will when I do a 1.16 Minecraft Let's Play and start the nether survival over by jumping right into the nether, we have the ability to get gold by combining all those, and it's pretty cool. Next up, adding more usefulness to the hoe. Look at this. No, break sponges. We can't exactly place down wet sponges in the nether because they immediately dry, which is convenient, but it also breaks wet sponges just as well. And there you go, hose. Continuing to add to useful things, to blocks that I was always like, what tool do I use? No, oh, actually, there's no tool that works on this. Well, now, any block that previously you're like, is there a tool that does it? It's probably the hoe. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. And now we've got another block, actually. This is what I've got. Cease and desist at once! We've got another block, so I'm going to go ahead and mine myself some basalt, which is a block that, admittedly, I've kind of ignored in the new snapshots here. And now you can do something else from it, which is you can stick it on into here, and you can start to smelt some basalt. And out of smelting the basalt that you get, once again, is these big stacks and salt. I can't with you guys. I'm trying to make video. There needs to be a video mode for the nether now. I know it'd be peaceful, but then we wouldn't. Oh, jeez. No, not you. Going back into creative, I don't need survival anymore. Okay, so you get polished basalt from smelting basalt. Here's what the block looks like. I don't think it has any crafting uses for now, but it looks kind of cool. It almost looks a little wood-esque. It's like a petrified forest kind of thing. So you can use it for whatever suits your fancy. Could be kind of a cool floor tile. It places down like logs, I guess, depending upon what side you're placing it on. And yeah, you can do some floor patterns or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's a new option for you. I like it. Smelt basalt and get some of that. So, there's one more real big change that I'm going to mention. I'm not going to demonstrate it because it would take a very long time to show that the loot tables are different. Maybe I'll do a separate video on it, but there's a new parameter. It's called in_open_water, and I'll just read off the definition as displayed on the changelog. It says, matches whether the fishing location is open water fishing or not. A fishing location is considered to be open water if there are no blocks above water and no solid underwater blocks around. All water blocks are source blocks, and there are no bubble columns. Now, what does this mean for us? Well, let's just go back into the overworld really quick. It doesn't mean much if we're just, looking out at a place like this. This is open water. You can fish into it. The problem is AFK fish farms are goodbye. No more. Doesn't satisfy the criteria for in open water. The reason is the only way that you can get treasure now is if your fishing location matches the is in open water parameter. Because fishing farms don't, it means you don't get treasure anymore. So if you got an AFK fishing farm, take advantage of it while it lasts, because as soon as you want to experience the new nether in your existing world, it's gone. Crab rave. See you later. So may do a separate video just to kind of demonstrate how that all pans out, but definitely worth mentioning. So, all right. Take it as you will. That's it for now. And make sure to like if you like. Don't unalive the messenger. I'm just telling you. Okay? Like if you liked. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more updates and stuff like that. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already to stay tuned for things like maybe the video showing that AFK fish farms are gone. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Oh, and I almost totally forgot to follow up, but don't use the world anchor anywhere aside from the nether because it won't go well for you. Okay, have a good one.